Yes. Everybody's diesel. Oh, now say it again. Yeah. Good morning. This morning. Right here, I tell you. Morning. Another trip. We're going to and this is what we get to look at. A bus full of new guys. But the veterans, the men of the whole thing. Studs are in this vehicle. And that's the man, Sean, Mickey Dermott, and the main man, Steven.
Players Williams and Marietta. He's coming Thursday, 8 to 10.
Yes.
Along with the
Steven, the stud with craft.
The man is getting star billing.
He thinks he's cool, doesn't he? He doesn't even look cool, man. He's not stupid like that. Is not on. Yes, it is.
And the lovely
You can't hear it.
Yes,
Oh, it's on.
Continuing her search.
It's on my hand.
Husband.
And there's...
The players in 12,000 square foot entertainment.
Where did he go?
33 tables.
Where is
and
it?
non-smoking sections.
Where is it?
Shop.
Where did he go?
Players in the corner.
I'll find him in a second.
Just go to the corner.
There he is.
Not that far.
The one, only Billy Palmer. Fight you, Luke. Billy, the man.
And remember to join me.
Stevie, the man. There's Chris.
Lucky.
Main man.
It's Rude Rat, which is banned in 33 states.
Word to your mother. Word to your mother. We always say that. Alright, and there's the leader of us all. Merry Christmas. You're the leader, I'm just the advisor. Alright, I'm the leader. What's up, Steve? Turn it off. Alright. Where's the button? I can't find the button. Stop! I'm in!
Okay.
Hey.
Watch this with Here, reach over there and get my feet down. Hey, y'all quit.
We are at Chickamauga Battlefield.
Hold up, I know where I'm going. Wait, watch this.
There's a museum up there.
Now, who poured out the Coke right off the bat?
You all had lunch, they all three were sitting next to each other. And he picked up Patrick's and his Barry.
The 355 of this collection is donated to the people of the United States by Mr. and Mrs. Claude E. Fuller of Chattanooga, Tennessee in 1954. The portraits of the Fullers hang inside the rooms above the door. Born in
Hey, the Yankees.
No, duh.
That's awesome.
Oh, just staying there about 10 minutes.
Profession, he never lost sight of his interest in hobby. Prior to his death in 19... The weapons are arranged in groups depicting the different measures of the game. First base, to the right, weapon 7.
Yeah, if the guy wasn't dead, changed his schedule around. See that show it
I gotcha.
John Wesley and his mother, Mary Elizabeth Snodgrass, were here in 1889. So,
Looks good enough to you.
that's what she said.
They think the Union won this battle. It wasn't that way.
When living here near Chickamauga, I think most any of us would take an interest in it.
It looks like a hologram.
Welcome to the Blue and Gray Barbecue. We're reenacting the reunion of the Chickamauga veterans held in 1889.
Well, it's a gang of folks today, but in 1889,
Like that spaceship on Cumberland Caverns, on it.
So that's how I got the name.
place where our annual Christmas party is held. This past one we just had was right 600 people. Of course, the most outstanding feature of the room is our chandelier. The chandelier is 15 feet high, 7.5 feet across at the solid brass base. Has approximately 150 lights, a little over 32,000 Austrian handcrafted laser crystal beads. It's all crystal glass. It was purchased in 1980 from the Lowe's Metropolitan Theater in New York. Purchased from Lowe's Metropolitan Theater in New York in 1980 by the guy in the green Jeep outside. Roy Davis, he's got all his books. He went to the theaters, it was being torn down. He sent out car permission to go inside. When he went inside, there were two chandeliers hanging next to each other. This one and another one exactly like it. The demolition crew had scaffolding set up all around the other one. He figured they would take it down and put it in a box for storage. But to his surprise, all they noticed that the chain had been all shattered in a million pieces. He told them to stop the demolition and brought everything in place. With that deal, he got this chandelier, the three small ones that we have back there on the concession stand. And he also has one almost exactly like this, but about half the size in his house. We also have a warehouse downtown and school stuff that we got. We don't know how much you're paying for all of it simply because he wouldn't tell us. Just weren't doing so. Because we did find out that the approximate value of this one chandelier is about $63,000. The chandelier was 1,500 pounds. It's held into the ceiling by a 4.5-foot long expansion bolt. And all the wiring's run down to a little green shed over here. We have more slides for the red, white, and lights and the candles. And several times throughout the night, you'll see all the candles being demonstrated, mixed and matched and all that. Any questions? Now, as you come into the cave, the first thing you see is, of course, our moonshine steel. Now, that's not an original steel. As far as we know, moonshine was never produced inside this cave. The steel was donated to us a number of years ago by the local sheriff. He confiscated some small hillbillies up on top of the mountain, which y'all are now under. This mountain, by the way, is called Cumberland Mountain. Brought it down here and set it up for us. In exchange, we gave him a lifetime free pass to the cave. And just to make sure that we wouldn't be using it, we took a big old axe and chopped some holes in the back of the roller and off of the barrel. And occasionally, whenever he uses his pass to come to the cave, he will make a walk over and make sure that the holes are still there. Really, the only reason that we have it is just basically for looks. I don't know if I mentioned to you so far, but on average, we run about 55,000 to 60,000 people a year through here. About 75% of those are from the north and foreign places, especially during the summertime. And by north, I mean north of Kentucky. This goes along with a stereotype that a lot of people have of the South. So this is worth about 4 rolls of film to them. They take all the pictures that they want and they take it back home and say, see, I told you so. And just kind of feeds the stereotype and it keeps going and going and going. Pure mountain spring water. This is the exact same stuff you can go to the grocery store and buy. All the bottled water that you see, the same stuff right here, except this is all free. We used to have a pump hooked to this pool. And you could pump it out, well, first of all, down to the concession stand inside the cave. We also pumped it out to the ticket office and down to Roy and Lewis's house. They all ran off this water until the Tennessee Clean Water Bill passed. And now we have city water up here. You can't drink this water, even though this is better for you than the city water ever will be. My guess is because it was free. Now, this comes from underground mountain streams located anywhere on the mountain on top of you. Right here, you're about 70 feet underneath the surface.
What's up, Barry?
Plenty of time.
Where were the names written when it came out?
Right over there on the ceiling. I'll tell you when everybody gets in here. I'll explain it. Let's go down there where everybody else is and stand. Don't climb up here on this hill though, because it's slick. room is called that.
what's this
Right
room?
here in this group of formations where you see this red light, you'll be real quiet and hear a small drip of water. Matter of fact, it just did. This drip of water drips approximately 1 gallon of water every day. There's a small pool up there. It's only about 3 or 4 inches deep. When in the early days of cave exploration, I told you they were coming 3.5 hours. This was the room they was coming to. They climb up here, fill the canteens full of water, and then go caving all day. This is where they thought their only source of drinking water was, and so it was pretty important to them. If they'd only known about this passageway over here, they could have went over here and got all the drinking water that they needed. Like I said, this is now about the 9th largest room inside the cave. And if you would please just take note of how flat the ceilings are in here. This is not man-made. A lot of people ask us if we plaster or cement the ceilings. That's all natural. It's formed by a process called breakdown. And just to show you that they are natural, I guess all y'all are, had enough common sense to know that caves are formed by water running through and eroding limestone away. And this was all underwater at one time. And just to show you, you can see up on the ceiling we have lots of seashells stuck out there, and they're just all over the place. You just gotta know where to look. So this all was underwater at one time.
Popular color of the chandelier is black. Then we have candles. And now, if this particular works, I can find it.
Come on. That's your music, baby. Oh, yeah. I don't want those in my room.
Running flags.
Man, I think I want more in my house. The clothes.
Wide, where you're standing right now, all the way up to the ceiling, which most of y'all probably can't even see. It's over 140 feet tall. Now, at no one point in this room can you see more than 1/3 of it because of all the rocks and formations out here in front of you. We're going to be climbing up 13 stories. We're going to go 300 feet across the top, then down 11 stories on the other side where you'll see a bunch of light and sound show. And you're still in the same room, you're just on the other side of it. Now, the reason all these rocks are out here in front of you is by a natural process called breakdown, which simply put, breakdown is the process by which the ceiling falls. It's more commonly referred to as a cave-in. If you notice right behind you, you see this big section of rock here. That's now all gone. Right here. And then we have a flat ceiling. Take note. And then we have another big section here, and a flat ceiling, and another section of flat ceiling, another section of flat ceiling, all the way up. You can count up to 6 different levels. That means the breakdown has occurred 6 times in this room. The ceiling has fallen 6 times. All the rocks you're standing on right now, and all the rocks you see out here before you, were once all stuck to the ceiling, but have since collapsed and created a mountain inside of a mountain. Everywhere in the cave that you see a flat ceiling, breakdown has occurred. The room we just came out of, where the chandelier is, the ceiling's all wavy. Breakdown's never occurred in that room. It's rumored to be the only room throughout all 32.5 miles that breakdown has never occurred. Since it's occurred 6 times in this room here, never has in that one, chances are it never will. That's why our $63,000 light bill is hanging in there.
He's right, we couldn't see us. Hey, Mary, don't fall off. I didn't know you were going to get up to this.
I didn't touch him. But I got
Majesty and light and sound, God of the mountain. It is our hope that you will be inspired by these few moments of drama, and that you will go away with the remembrance of something special found here, in addition to the usual cave tour. The first portion of the pageant will be in complete darkness. Please do not speak during the presentation. Thank you.
And God stepped out on space, and he looked around and he said, I'm lonely. I'll make me a world. And as far as the eye of God could see, darkness covered everything. Blacker than 100 midnights down in a cypress swamp. And God smiled, and the light broke. The darkness rolled up on one side, and the light stood shining on the other. And God said, that's good. And God reached out and took the light in his hands, and God rolled the light around in his hand until he made the sun. And he set that sun blazing in the heavens. And the light that was left for making the sun, God gathered it up in a shining ball and flung it against the darkness, spanning the light with the moon and the stars. And down between the darkness and the light, God heard the word. And God said, that's good. Then God himself stepped down. The sun was on his right hand. The moon was on his left. The stars were clustered above his head. And the earth was under his feet. And God walked. And where he trod, his footprints hollowed the valleys out and bulged the mountains out. And God stopped and looked and saw that the earth was hot and barren. So God stepped over to the edge of the world and spat out the 7 seas. He bent his eyes and the lightning flashed. He clapped his hands and the thunders rolled. And the waters above the earth came down. The cooling waters came down. Then the green grass sprouted and the little red flowers blossomed. The pine tree pointed his finger to the sky and the oak spread out his arms. The lakes curled down in the hollows of the ground and the rivers ran down to the sea. And God smiled again and the rainbow appeared and curled itself around his shoulders. Then God raised his arm and waved his hand over the sea and over the land. And he said, breathe forth. And quicker than God could drop his hand, fishes and fowls and beasts and birds swam the rivers and seas, roamed the forests and woods, and split the air with their wings. And God said, that's good. Then God walked around, and God looked around at all that he had made. He looked at his sun, he looked at his moon, he looked at his little stars. He looked on his world with all its living things. And God said, I'm lonely still. Then God sat down on the side of a hill where he could think. By a deep white river he sat down. With his hair in his hands, God thought and thought, till he thought, I'll make me a man. Bending over
bearing the image of his Creator, and blessed above all earth's creatures, man's entrance into the universe brought not the kinship and the glory that God had yearned for. For within the breast of man there burned ambition to be as wise as God, and history records that from the sin of Adam, each generation produced a more abundant crop of wickedness and injustice, and man turned his face from his Lord. Able to wave his hand and blot out man and his selfish, petty ways, God chose rather to provide a way through which man might overcome his own littleness and find himself pardoned in God's sight. And God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. And that though man rejected God's gift and crucified his Son, the way of salvation was established, and the mountains trembled, and the earth quaked at the name of Jesus. The fool hath said in his heart, there is no God. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. There is no speech nor language where his voice is not heard. Coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of heaven, saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them, and be their God. And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither any more pain, for the former things are passed away. the beginning and the end.
Now your own candid camera.
Wait over here, Mom's gonna get her.
Hey, Mom. Say, hey, Mom.
Let me raise that front of this guy. Hey, Judy.
All right, y'all smile.
This story is not a Cumberland Caverns story, it's a Cardinal Mountain story. Cardinal Mountain is the mountain that you are now inside of. This story has been around the mountain for over 170, 180 years. It begins in the year 1812. 1812 is an important year for Cumberland Caverns because it was the year that the inshaw part of the cave was discovered. Now this cave, or this story, does not begin here on Cardinal Mountain. It begins in a place called Mount Vernon, Illinois. It's in the north, several hundred miles away. There's a family there, the Freeman family. They're a very prominent family in this
Yes, we're coming out. We see the light of day. It is a balmy 12 degrees outside. Isn't it wonderful? Yes, there's the still. It's still there. All these people heading out into the chilly weather, ready to go to the gift shop.
Hey, Barry, you think you went to bed last night?
Huh?
You think Light went to bed last night?
Light? Oh, yes, light.
Aren't you alive?
Now we're lightening up here. All right. Wasn't that neat? Well, this is the end of training for the cave. Yes, here they come. Just came out of the cave. They dressed alike today, isn't that neat?
What is it?
Yes, this is the gift shop, welcome center, whatever you call it.
Get a shot of
Well, Steven said get a shot of that. I don't know why, but you know. It's bad, huh? Oh, okay.
Hello, Barry. Come on in.
Very good.
Hey, Barry.
Yes, we're in the inside the gift shop. I wonder how many of them will buy bullwhips this time. Hopefully none. There's a McAdams. Hey, McAdams. Where's your mom? I don't know, huh? And there's the McBrayers. All right, got a patch, caveman. Yes, another patch. Spelunker.
This is Joseph.
That's Joseph.
And Ben's.
And Ben's. All right. Good job. Going for the candy canes over there. Yeah.
You know some of the...
Yes, we're at Cloudland Canyons. We're fixing to go down the trail to see the waterfall. Cloudland Canyon. beautiful.
It's a whole thing.
Yep. Uh-huh.
It's not flowing very fast.
Over here. Let's go. Oh, it just looks like that.
Fast as water flows.
Can we walk going as fast as Brad?
Yeah, y'all walk right down to it.
I gotta show.
Uh-huh.
Movie time.
Hear me. Come here. That wasn't a cave. That's the shadow from that tree that's right in front of it. See it? See the shadow now?
Ice!
Mm-hmm.
Watch the ice! Oh, it's falling! I'm holding it up! Y'all run! Run! I'm holding it up! Run, run, run!
Around! Hey guys, look around here! Look!
Steven, moving that here.
I gotta go look. Billy, will you go out and look? Will you do that for me?
I will.
Get your stance on. You do.
Ski man.
Alright, let's go.
Here, put that in the back.
Ah, what to listen to this fine Sunday afternoon, I believe it is.
This is a rare sight.
It's got this humongous scratch on it.
Huh?
Got this humongous scratch on it.
There's not a scratch.
Put it in.
Come on,
And
man.
don't scratch it.
Which one?
This does not take precise timing. It could seriously be injured. Oh, precision work.
Before 18 and the one after 16.
Dang, that's
Some
a long
play.
I've heard you say it's 5 years.
Put it on 12. Let's sit back and enjoy the music.
What's that? No, I thought we were listening to 17. No, volume, V-O-L. There you go. That button right there, Mary. Good work.
Whoa, Cliff, watching them hills. Oh. Put this thing back on the road. Whoa.
Don't be not recording.
The trip. Someone is actually driving very fast beside the bay.
I'll be your
We hit a bump.
Frankenstein. Why do you always turn it off before we get somewhere? So you know what? You ain't watching but Steve's Curse Chapman like we've been listening to that. We've been listening to Steve's Curse Chapman the whole time.
Yeah, right.
I don't think he'll put up with that. That's a false image.
Steve's Curse
I bet you Barry
Chapman
does that when he comes to meetings right before he's like listening to some satanic music and he throws in Steve's Curse Chapman. He's firing you, Mr. Stansel.
I don't know. I've been the nerd.
I'm not good. Yes. What?
At least it's wear a shirt that fits.
I know. Hey, where's Steve? That boy's mother.
I don't know. They gotta handle it. We can't leave our stuff in here.
No, y'all have to put it on the bus. They're not gonna take the trailer back here.
Oh.
See that?
Wow. Well, what do you expect? That's the reason why you never had that problem when you got here. What?
You said it right.
I keep my pants zipped up.
Right. Except when you're backing off.
Hey, I said that's the reason why you never have that problem when you have your own zipper unzip. You don't even have a waker to blow out.
Be my Frankenstein. Those big nappy head. Stinky! Hey, big nose. Big booger too. Shit. Be my Frankenstein. Ooh, the sun's so pretty. Some on brace, Barry.
You do look like you're going bald.
See?
mess my blue shoe up. Here, please. Your blue suede shoes?
I can't find them.
There's only one back there.
She's in that when he opens the door.
Drop behind the seat. I know it is because I seen it. So
How much junk back here is being?
now watch. My shoe.